Hey everybody, it's Jason, Puckhead Diebold here, and today's workout was shoulders and arms. So the thing that came to me the most today during this workout was individual choices of weights. So how do you choose your weights when you do P90X? Are you trying to get long, lean, intense, durable muscle? Because what Tony says then is you should be focusing on maxing out at 10 to 12 reps. So what does that mean? That means if you're doing curls and you want long, lean muscles and you can easily do 15 reps, then you're not using enough weight. You need to go up in weight. So say you start out with 10 pounds and you're doing curls and you could do 20 reps if you want. That is way not enough weight. So then you'd want to go up to 12. You go up to 12 pounds, you try that. If you can still do 13 reps, that's still not enough weight. So go up to 15s. And now you're at 15 pounds and you should be maxing out somewhere between 10 and 12 reps. That's the appropriate weight to use. And the same thing's true if you're trying to bulk up. In the bulk mode, Tony says somewhere between 8 and 10 reps. I've heard bodybuilders go as low as 6 reps. So same sort of thing. If you're doing curls, trying for bulk, if you can do 10 reps, chances are you're using not enough weight. So you want to go up in weight. So let's say that's 30 pounds. And now you go up to 35s. Now you're maxing out at like 9 or 8. That's probably the right weight for you to be using. So that's kind of just a summary of how P90X says to use the weights. Now, the point that I want to make today is my weights were low today. I'm doing a 6-day liquid fast. It's something that Tony Robbins recommends and is part of his his health mastery class that he teaches in Fiji. I went to that a couple years ago and it was awesome. So I'm feeling sick actually. Like I've been congested and coughing and all that stuff. And part of my theory is like, how does an animal react when it gets sick? It kind of goes off and hides somewhere. Probably drinks a lot of water, but not really a lot of exertion and not a lot of intake, right? It's not eating a ton of food. It's almost like it fasts until it gets healthy again or over that cold. So that's kind of the theory I'm using here. I'm on day 2 of it, and actually I feel really good. So that's totally working. The issue though is as I'm going through this, like at one point I actually got lightheaded because I'm borderline, like how many calories I need just to live for the day. So if I get lightheaded, that's when I go and I'll take a little bit of vegan whey protein powder. Or actually, for me right now, I'm not super concerned about being vegan right now. So I'm taking in like egg whites, and I think I've said before in the videos, I make 4 dozen egg whites at a time in a steamer. So if I'm getting to the point where I'm lightheaded, it's like I need some calories, and I don't mind taking 2 egg whites, which is really only, I don't know, like 30 calories and probably 6-7 grams of protein. And it's just a little something to, get the blood energy going and to get back at it. But anyway, through doing this, I noticed, because I write down my weights, and it's one thing, to say everybody, you're doing it. But I write down my weights every time, and so I noticed that even my normal weights were really challenging today. And so I'm like, you know what? Well, I'm fasting. I don't have quite as much energy, obviously. We got lightheaded once. So let's go down in weights, right? That's okay. And according to Tony's rules, not every rep was I really maxing out at the weight. I was still getting really close to that though. Even if I'm dropping down 5 or 10 pounds per move, and most of it was like 2.5, 5 pounds dropping down, I was still maxing out, just because my energy levels are so low right now. But then the other thing I noticed was I was paying really close attention to form, and sometimes I think if you're designed to get mass, you're not paying like 100% attention to your form. Your first round of P90X, I recommend everybody do it with like 5 or 10 pounds the first time through every workout, and just really focus on the form because you don't want to risk an injury. So I kind of like took my own advice today that I was feeling weak, and I went back and I lightened up weights everywhere. Well, not 5-10 pounds, but I went 5 or 10 pounds, 2.5 to 10 pounds lower on every exercise, and just really concentrated on form. And what I noticed was that it was an enjoyable experience. It was just kind of like a little something different, variety being the spice of fitness. This guy always says. And really getting in there and like focusing on the muscle group. When I train with Olympic bodybuilder Brandon Ray, like sometimes he closes his eyes, he's into his music, he's like getting almost spiritual with the muscle group, and it's crazy. But when you seriously sit there and you kind of like be the muscle group, you pretend like your mind is just controlling that one muscle group and feeling everything, like you are focusing on that group, and you're gonna get better results from it. So like a little bit of that today. One of my problem areas that I feel is my back. So like I put up a mirror, an angled mirror where I can see the back, so it shines into the other mirror. I look at the front mirror and I see the back mirror. And that way I'm paying much more attention. So going lighter was changing it up. And I think a lot of times you're going to plateau, right? If you're always going with that max weight, you're going to get this plateau, and maybe you're not building the muscle in the most dense, strongest way. And when I say strong, I mean endurance and intense endurance and like ability to avoid injury is really what I'm saying. So it was neat to do that today. Go down in weights, feel what that experience is like, and get good results. So if you're interested in a Beachbody program and you want a fitness coach that'll keep you motivated and supported, let me apply for that job. And in order for me to apply for that job, really what I want you to do is fill out an application and tell me what you're looking for. And if we meet up, if our goals and values meet up and align, then I'd be more than happy to work with you. Connect with me. Facebook honestly works the best, so send me a private message on Facebook. You can get to my Facebook link through the YouTube video, and I put the links down below the video. And then we can get you to join our motivation and support group where we talk daily. I look at your diet, I look at your exercise, I can answer questions about how much weight to use. And if you're interested in something like the fasting program that I'm doing, again, I've got the whole kind of 6-day routine that Robbins does. And I'm not providing any of the training that he does for that. There's a lot of individual professional speakers that get up on stage, mostly via video, and do all their training. Deepak Chopra, David Wolf, so some really great people on there. So I'm not providing that, but I am doing the 6-day diet guide just because I went through it. I wrote down the stuff. I have all the recipes, so I know what to do. If you're interested in something like that, then also connect with me on Facebook. The reason behind fasting, again, I think when you're sick, right, it's gonna help your body. Well, here's the idea: is your body uses up so much energy throughout the day in the digestion process. There's arguments can be made that that's what your body spends the most amount of energy on. And then when you consider in all the toxins we take in every day now, the two of the main functions that your body has to spend energy on is taking in all this food, using the nutrition in the right ways, getting rid of all the waste, and then ridding the body of any toxins. So like that's the theory that they present at Health Mastery. And I tend to believe in a lot of that. So one of the concepts of fasting is if you're just doing a liquid fast, right, it takes a lot less digestion, and that way your body has extra energy to work on like healing the cold that you have, or strengthening the muscle group, or whatever else. So I wouldn't really recommend to anybody to be doing P90x and the fasting at the same time. I'm just a little extreme like that. I wanted to check it out. My theory is that the body is going to respond to anything that you put it through. So like, let's see. And then the other concept, obviously with fasting is number one, detoxify, cleanse, get healthier, get over this cold, and then lean out a little bit right now. I am chubbier than I want to be. I went back and looked at some old pictures and I'm like, whoa, I look so good at like being, ripped and really lean. So, and then as I look today, like in the mirror, the back mirror, when I'm doing the back exercise, I'm like, wow, all the muscles are there. It's just like I need to drop 5-10% body fat, and then I'll be back where I want to be. So that's the concept behind the fasting. Again, if you're interested in that, or motivation and support for any of our Beachbody programs, or just need some guy to hit some weight advice and nutrition advice off of, like, let me be your huckleberry. So again, connect with me down